In a world where survival and success are two sides of the same coin, one man rose to wear the crown. This is the story of King Von. Born and raised in the heart of Chicago, in an area known as O Block, young Davon Daquan Bennett, better known as King Von, was no stranger to adversity. He grew up in an environment where the hustle was not just a way of life, but a means of survival. His mother, a single parent, did her best to provide for him and his siblings. But the harsh realities of life often made it a daunting task. King Von's childhood was far from a fairy tale. It was riddled with struggles, challenges, and heartaches. But it was these very trials that would go on to shape him, mold him, and make him the man he would become. As a teenager, King Von found solace in music. He began penning down his experiences, his dreams, his fears, and his aspirations. His lyrics were raw, unfiltered, and resonated with those who, like him, were products of the streets. He painted vivid pictures with his words, each line a testament to his life, each verse a reflection of his reality. His journey into the world of hip-hop wasn't easy. It was an uphill battle, one that required perseverance, determination, and an unwavering belief in himself. There were countless hours spent in recording studios, nights when sleep was a luxury he couldn't afford, days when the odds seemed stacked against him. But King Von was a fighter. He was relentless in his pursuit of success, undeterred by the challenges that came his way. Slowly but surely, his hard work began to pay off. His music started to gain recognition. His name began to echo in the hip-hop scene. He went from being a local rapper to a well-known figure in the industry. His story, his music, his persona, everything about him was unique. He was real, he was authentic, he was King Von. And so a king was born in the gritty streets of Chicago. In every story, there are heroes and villains, and in our tale, the Demon Slayers play a pivotal part. In the pulsating heartbeat of hip-hop culture, we often find stories of triumph over adversity, of battles fought and won, not against physical foes, but against the personal demons that lurk in the shadows of one's mind. These are the Demon Slayers, individuals who have managed to overcome their inner struggles to rise to the top. The term Demon Slayers paints a vivid picture of a warrior fighting against his own inner darkness. This darkness could be anything: the poverty of a childhood spent in the back streets, the lure of a life of crime, or the struggle with mental health issues. The Demon Slayers are those who, despite their circumstances, overcome these challenges and rise above. In hip-hop, these Demon Slayers are not just rappers or musicians. They are poets and storytellers, using their music as a medium to chronicle their journey, their battles, and their victories. Their lyrics are their war cries, their beats, the rhythm of their fight. Take a moment to think about some of the most iconic figures in hip-hop. They've all had their share of demons to slay. They've battled through adversity and come out on the other side stronger, wiser, and more resilient. They've turned their struggles into their strength, their pain into power. But slaying these demons isn't just about personal victory. It's about inspiring others, about showing those who may be fighting their own battles that they too can overcome. It's about turning the narrative of defeat into a tale of triumph. It's important to remember, though, that slaying demons isn't a one-time event. It's a continuous battle, a process of growth and evolution. Each victory is just a stepping stone to the next challenge, the next demon to slay. The demons were slain, but the battle was far from over. With the demons slain, King Von began his reign, but it was not without its challenges. King Von was not just a name, but a symbol, a beacon of resilience in an industry filled with pitfalls. He was a man who rose from the ashes, a phoenix with a microphone. His career, though short-lived, was a vibrant tapestry woven with threads of raw talent, unyielding determination, and a profound understanding of the human condition. King Von's music was not merely beats and lyrics. It was a mirror held up to society, reflecting the harsh realities of life on the streets of Chicago. His songs were ballads of struggle and triumph, sonnets of pain and perseverance. Each track was a chapter in his tumultuous journey, a testament to his indomitable spirit. His influence extended far beyond the realm of music. He was a voice for the voiceless, a beacon of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. His story was a rallying cry for those who dared to dream beyond their circumstances, a vivid reminder that, even in the face of adversity, one could rise and conquer. But the road to the throne was not paved with gold. It was a path fraught with trials and tribulations. King Von battled not only the demons of his past, but also the harsh realities of the present. His reign was a constant struggle against the odds, a battle fought with the sword of his words and the shield of his unwavering resolve. Through it all, King Von remained steadfast. His crown may have been heavy, but he bore its weight with a strength that was nothing short of inspiring. His reign was marked by resilience, courage, and an unwavering commitment to his craft. Through trials and tribulations, King Von held his crown high, but every reign has its end. In the backdrop of King Von's reign, the shadows of America's most wanted gangsters loomed large. As King Von carved his own path in the world of hip-hop, he navigated a landscape that was colored by characters as diverse as they were dangerous. America's most notorious gangsters, their influence and impact, have always had an undeniable role in shaping the genre, and King Von's music was no exception. From the ruthless Chicago mobsters of the Roaring '20s to the infamous drug lords of the '80s and '90s, their stories have echoed through the years, finding new life in the lyrics of many hip-hop artists. These gangsters, with their tales of power, wealth, and defiance against the system, have often been romanticized, their lives serving as cautionary tales and sources of inspiration alike. The likes of Al Capone and Frank Lucas, who reigned supreme in their respective cities, were more than just criminals in the eyes of many. They were rebels, leaders, even heroes to some, their narratives resonating with the struggles and aspirations of the underprivileged. Their stories, just like their actions, were larger than life, providing a rich canvas for artists like King Von to draw upon. In his music, King Von wove intricate tales of street life, echoing the audacity and defiance of these infamous figures. His lyrics, raw and unfiltered, painted a vivid picture of life on the fringes of society, where survival often meant crossing the line. But while these gangsters' stories may have influenced the fabric of hip-hop, they also serve as stark reminders of a life fraught with danger and tragedy. Behind the glamour and bravado, the reality was often brutal and unforgiving, a world where the stakes were high and the price of failure even higher. This complex relationship between the law and the outlaw, the hero and the villain, the struggle and the success, is a recurring theme in hip-hop. And King Von, with his gritty narratives and unapologetic style, embodied this duality in his music. In the world of hip-hop, the lines between the law and the outlaw often blur. Every story has an end. And for King Von, that end came all too soon. It was a shockwave that sent ripples through the hip-hop community, a tragic climax to a tale that was still being written, a promising talent, a lyrical genius snuffed out in the prime of his life. King Von, born Davon Daquan Bennett, was gunned down outside an Atlanta nightclub in November of 2020. His death wasn't just a loss for his fans, but for the entire hip-hop community. This was a man who had a story to tell, a voice that needed to be heard. His music wasn't just about the beats or the rhythm, it was about the struggle, the hustle, the raw and gritty reality of life in the streets of Chicago. His death was a stark reminder of the violence that plagues the world of hip-hop. It sparked debates, stirred controversies, and raised questions that still linger in the air. Who was responsible? Was it a rival gang, a disgruntled colleague, or was it just a tragic case of being in the wrong place at the wrong time? Theories swirled, some grounded in fact, others in wild speculation. The hip-hop community was divided, with fingers being pointed in every direction. But amidst the chaos and confusion, one thing was clear. King Von was gone, and the world was a little less bright without him. The loss of King Von was a tragedy. But in the midst of the sorrow, there was a silver lining. His music, his story, his voice, they lived on. Even in death, he continued to inspire, to motivate, to touch lives. King Von may have been a king of the streets, but he was also a king of hearts. His music resonated with people, gave them something to hold on to, something to believe in. And even though he was gone, his influence was far from over. The king had fallen, but his legacy lived on. His reign may have been cut short, but his impact was timeless. King Von wasn't just a rapper, he was a symbol, a beacon of hope for those who needed it the most. And in the end, isn't that what being a king is all about? Even in death, King Von continues to rule, his music echoing in the hearts of many. The echoes of his voice, the rhythm of his beats, the storytelling in his lyrics, they reverberate through the hip-hop industry, a testament to his enduring legacy. Considered a master of drill, King Von's contribution to the genre is unparalleled. His raw, unfiltered storytelling, brought to life by his distinctive Chicago dialect, fostered an authentic connection with his audience. His narratives weren't just songs, they were glimpses into his life, his struggles, his victories. He gave a voice to the voiceless, painting vivid pictures of the harsh realities of street life. His music was a stark reminder that hip-hop, at its core, is about telling stories that matter, stories that resonate. But King Von wasn't just a storyteller, he was an inspiration. His rise from the gritty streets of Chicago to the glossy stages of the music industry is a tale of resilience and determination. His journey, marked by obstacles and triumphs, continues to inspire upcoming artists. They see in him a beacon of hope, a symbol that dreams, no matter how distant, can be achieved. His influence doesn't stop at the boundaries of the hip-hop industry. It permeates through the music world, shaping the sounds and styles of various artists across different genres. You can hear traces of King Von's distinct cadence in the verses of many upcoming rappers, a testament to his indelible influence. His legacy extends beyond the music. King Von was a symbol of change, of hope. He used his platform to bring attention to the issues plaguing his community, advocating for change and inspiring others to do the same. His philanthropic efforts, though less publicized, were as impactful as his music. The world lost King Von, but his legacy lives on. His music continues to inspire. His influence continues to shape the industry. His story continues to resonate. His impact is undeniably profound, a testament to his talent, his passion, and his unwavering spirit. The king is dead. Long live the king. From the streets of Chicago to the world at large, King Von's journey was a testament to survival, success, and the power of music. This journey, as we've seen, was not without its trials and tribulations. From his rise from the gritty streets to his reign as a hip-hop king, Von exemplified a relentless drive. His battles, both physical and metaphorical, painted him as a demon slayer, a figure who confronted his demons head-on. Yet, even kings fall. His untimely demise shocked the world, but his legacy endures. His music, his story, his spirit lives on, continuing to inspire and resonate with millions. His life served as a vivid reminder that even in the face of adversity, one can rise, one can conquer, one can become a king. King Von, a king, a demon slayer, a legend. His story, like his music, continues to resonate,